Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing U.S. tourist visas, specifically applications. And I'm making this video because in the past, I always kind of felt like a tourist visa application was pretty innocuous. It was something that if you'd applied for it, don't worry too much about it. You apply for it, you get denied, no big deal. It happens all the time. Section 214B of the Immigration and Nationality Act results in a high number of denials in my experience over the years. It just is what it is. These days, I gotta say, before looking at applying for a tourist visa, you may want to contact a legal professional. And I haven't said that with the passion. I'm saying it now, although if you can't tell, I'm not overly passionate about the topic. But what I mean is, what I'm trying to convey is the fact that tourist visa application, or more to the point, denial of a tourist visa application can have some long-standing ramifications for folks that in the past I just don't think were there. As I've discussed in a prior video, we have seen circumstances come up, not so much here in Thailand yet, but I have seen circumstances arise, other colleagues describe them throughout the world where, hey, a prior tourist visa denial was looked at in a subsequent application, for example, for like a K-1 fiancé visa or a marriage visa. They went back in and looked at that tourist visa denial and looked at what was said in the application, and in essence, we're trying to use it to create obstacles in the subsequent fiancé and marriage visa applications. There's instances where people have been seeing that. Meanwhile, and what I've seen here recently, folks who have made tourist visa applications that they really didn't need to do were, because they had, and this didn't really apply to any Thai nationals recently, but I've seen other folks who have passports, who have nationality from other countries that may be able to enter the United States on the visa waiver program, unknown to them that they could do that. They went ahead and applied for a tourist visa and were denied. And they were denied under Section 214B because, quite honestly, there's a lot of denials under Section 214B. It's a pretty easy section to deny people under. And that resulted in, effectively, their inability to use the ESTA system, electronic system for travel authorization, i.e. the visa waiver program, to just go ahead and use their passport on their own. Because now they've got a visa denial on their record. And that can have negative ramifications for one's ability to use the waiver program. So in the past, I think and I don't think there was anything wrong with being kind of cavalier about U.S. tourist visa applications. These days, yeah, I think if you're looking to apply for a U.S. tourist visa, you may want to go ahead and talk to a lawyer first. And I want to be clear on this, an immigration attorney. Visa agents are not attorneys. They're under 8 CFR 292.1, they're really not allowed to operate and engage in the practice of immigration law, although, as you can see, there's folks out there doing it all the time, although they're operating illegally. But more importantly, they don't have a deep understanding of immigration law. And much as I'm not a huge fan of U.S. immigration law, I didn't get into it out of some love for U.S. immigration law. Got into it because it was a good job. It was something I could do here in Thailand. I got quite good at it over the years, or good enough that I can get my clients, the goals that they want. But long story short, it is a very deep, albeit narrow subset of law. There's a lot going on in it. It reminds me a lot of tax law, although it applies to far fewer people, and it definitely applies far fewer, insofar as it applies to foreigners rather applying to U.S. citizens or Americans. But immigration law is deep. It goes very deep. This is one of those little eddies that's kind of changed with regard to U.S. immigration law. Thought I'd go ahead and make this video, get this out there, because I think a lot of people applying for U.S. tourist visas in the future could be negatively impacted on future applications by the outcome of that application.